Hey guys, it's Burgas here, and in this video I'm going to share with you my strategy in Battle of Abyss, how I do the things. I'm Mage main, but believe it or not, the infantry is going to be the troop that is going to bring our merits. So I'm going to do oh my god, get back. Oh my god. So what I'm doing right now with my mages is I'm trying to first of all hit the marksmen if I can. This mage, for example, is little out of positioning, so we're very back behind and we can actually hit some mages. The splash damage and the damage we're doing to the mages is absolutely wild. From here I can actually go with my Goresh and directly jump one of these marksmen. From there I totally forget about my Goresh and he's going to just do the job. Right now I get blocked by this infantry, so I'm just going to move out from the battlefield, or maybe I'm going to sit and try to hit these mages here. And continuing with my mages, here we're having some mages and marksmen out of positioning, which we're going to clear very nicely, and it's going to be an easy. Now the thing is, my Goresh should be there to start doing some damage over these marksmen and mages, because they're squishy. I mean, the amount of merits that your Goresh is going to bring to you is crazy. Sometimes he's giving 50k, sometimes he's giving even more. I want to skip this infantry and directly jump over the mages, and in the same time I'm going to clear this infantry. That's leave it alone. It's alone because the mages right now is running from my infantry. So we're going to continue hitting this infantry, killing this infantry, so we can actually free rest of our legions, because the infantry can block you very nicely. So right now everything is hitting my poor Goresh, but this is not an issue. We're going to continue going. Maybe I'm going to try to sneak out here and maybe hit some mages. I really don't know if I can actually go there, but from time to time, thanks to my march speed, I can actually leave my mages to, you know, try to sneak, do some hittings. And with the new changes in Call of Dragons, you can see here the rage regeneration, for example, of my Lilia, Bertrand, Thunderlyn, and etc. I use Thunderlyn. I want to point out this thing because may some questions arise in the people's heads. Why he's using Thunderlyn? Why he's not using heroes that are having skill tower tree? The reason behind is we're having a lot of heroes that basically every hero is hitting first of all one single target, and from there, if this hero is having is having something like a splash damage, he's going to be able to do more damage to the more mages. So right now I'm sending my what was the name? Yeah, Goresh. Oh my god, sometimes I forgot the names of these heroes. I sending my oh my god, my mages. Oh brother, yeah, it's a little hard, you know, to play in same time explaining, but right now we're having pure dominance, and with mages is little tricky to go further, because you can get catched out of positioning. Mages are not that fast troops, so you may get some extra hits here and there. Till you escape, you can get some splash damage. Right now I'm trying to hit these mages. I don't care that much over the infantry, because the infantries are outside there. First of all, hitting so much. Oh my god, I'm going to catch these mages with my artifacts. This is very nice. I hope, yeah, we're going to kill them. Yo, bruh, the hits of the mages is absolutely crazy. So right now, yeah, the people are just getting behind this this wall, that they're in the same time get healed. My Goresh is actually just sitting here. I don't plan to move him, because when their push start, my Goresh is going to be the only defense sitting there if we're not having any kind of infantry to actually stop the chasing, because they're going to start chasing. Right now they can just regenerate, go back, go back, heal, go back to the battlefield again and hit. So yeah, right now there is a people who is targeting me, but this is not an issue. One of the things when I hit infantry is I'm trying to get some splash damage. Right now they're not having any kind of infantry, so this is the moment we're going to get some juicy hit over the enemy troops, hitting the marksmen. Marksmen are eating mage spells like crazy. everybody's going to get back here. I'm not going to do that much splash damage. Maybe here I'm going to actually trigger some of the spells. Oh my god, I get out of position. We're going to run forest, run. But yeah, they're going to have most likely the same amount of march speed like me, so they're not going to, you know, they can hit me the moment your legion hit. There is a just millisecond where it's get delayed, so if he hit, he's already behind me, so at best I can actually receive one more hit. Yeah, my Goresh is sitting there. This infantry here is farming the merits, brother. Is farming the merits. It's absolutely wild. Okay, let's go back. Let's go in with my mages. Yeah, we're basically farming them on the fountain. Now, I really try to switch from my mages to cavalry in the Battle of Abyss, because I think the cavalry can do a crazy amount of merits here, and especially when there is a no war in Call of Dragons, you can just easily. Okay, I'm going to actually send my Goresh somewhere here. I don't think they're going to escape. I was expecting they escape, but they're not going to escape, I guess. There is more infantry from our side coming, so yeah, they're going to most likely be stuck it there. There's not going to be any kind of escaping. But first of all, I want to point out that the mages are doing the least amount of merits right now in Call of Dragons. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm going to just send my Goresh, because he's actually my main blade of making merits. He's basically my main blade. I make one fight and my Goresh Kuma Legion did I don't know how much. I think like 200k merits, and all of my mages altogether did 150k merits. So we're having 50k more merits just from a single infantry legion, which is absolutely wild. Yeah, it's basically absolutely wild. So I'm just going to leave there my Goresh, most likely, yeah, because they're going to be on full HP. They're going to just hit and kill my Goresh. Not much I can actually do, because, you know, for the infantry it's extremely important to steal the HP of the enemy legions or reduce the amount of enemy legions. The moment those legions become woe and woe, they start not doing any kind of damage to the infantry. I mean, not total zero damage on the infantry, but you're farming them. If a mage legion is under 50% of their legion capacity, you're basically farming them with your infantry. Absolutely nice. So yes, here just from the beginning things are going in this direction where most likely we're not going to get the best value, let's say it like this, from this Battle of Abyss. Just the enemy players bring so much mages, which, you know, you can see what is happening when you only come with 5 mage legion and somebody else is coming with only 5 mage legion. And yeah, you're going to be at the fountain, you know. You're going to be at the Alliance Fortress. You cannot going to be even able to escape. So this is not actually good for anybody. Right now I cannot get much merits because people are just sitting behind the walls, and I have to hit them and they're non-stop, you know, regenerating their HP. Okay, they finally, somebody decide to actually attack me, but yeah, we're going to trigger the artifact and we're going to go back again. So where is our Goresh? He's moving in this direction. Still the mage legions. My mage legions are like maybe 70% HP, maybe 60%, I don't know, but yeah. One of the ways I really wanted to show you guys what I do with my infantry, especially when the fight is in the center, somewhere here. I normally use my infantry to go around all the legions, and I'm striking them from the behind. I find to have very nice results doing that, especially when I'm with Spiritborn Torque. For the people who don't know, the Spiritborn Torque is giving you 10% more counterattack at level 1, and mine is level 1. Later, you can see that it can go up to 20%, but all of the counterattack the infantry can do, and having Goresh, having counterattack, and those type of things is just making your infantry legion like a mage legion, like with 100% counterattack, which is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. So yeah, my Goresh right now is just going to yeah, trigger this thing. Thank you very much, Goresh. But it's going to die very fast because the moment they lose some troops on the other side, they're immediately regenerating these troops. So no, you're like non-stop fighting against the players with 250k troops, full legion. Nothing is reduced because by losing legions, you're losing also normal attacks, you're losing skill damage, you're doing less skill damage, less normal attack, less counter attack. All these things, all these stats is dropping when you're losing your legion. But yeah, I'm going to bring my Goresh. After this, I'm going to show the reports and maybe what my legion did, what we get as our artifact skills. I'm really curious, by the way, for the artifacts, because I actually invest a lot in these artifacts, and those artifacts have to do some damage, you know. They just have to do some damage. Obviously on the single enemy legion, enemy hero, it's not going to be something crazy, even though that infantry are very tanky against the artifacts. I want to point out this thing. So if you have artifacts, it's really annoying if you know, if it's not on auto cast, if you click on artifact to cast it, it can zoom in for you and totally distract you. Okay, let's get this maybe mages. They're on full HP, so but this guy is really scary. It's so funny for me when I go on my 50% mage legions and somebody just come out with full HP and they run away like crazy. It's just so funny when this thing actually happens, because even if they tank my legions, they're going to get so good performance on the battlefield. I mean, in point of reports and merits. Right now, okay, everything just die right there. I'm going to send my Goresh. My Goresh is just going to start to do the work, and I'm going to start hitting this infantry. This marksman is little out of positioning, so I'm going to punish them if I can, of course. These mages also. So yeah, I'm going to start hitting the mages. This guy tried with his infantry to do something there. Yeah, this mages right there is just so juicy to be hit. But at the end of the day, something that I noticed in Battle of Abyss, you just need to bring melee units here. It's just giving so much merits. You have like 15 minutes to do something in form of doing some damage, getting some merits. So if you don't bring a melee units, you're basically not going to get so much merit. So let's check it out, the reports we actually have. It's like, this is with my Goresh with Kuma, we get 15k. It's like 9.4k. This is Yuming, no surprise for Yuming to do crazy amount of damage. This is Lilia Velin, this Thunderlyn Mu. Still, Thunderlyn Mu is performing very nice in my opinion. Bertrand Tocher, again, very solid combo. And here we're having, oh my god, did I really get like 7.8k from the enemy severely wounded? That's crazy, brother. Here is like 18k, but still 10k, 13k, 17k, just by stacking up these numbers. And again, we was fighting against them and they was behind this wall and they non-stop get healed. And having a full legion, you're just doing the tons of damage and this thing don't slow down. On top of that, your legion is going to go down and it's not doing that much damage. So this is one of the main reasons we're seeing this type of reports. But yeah, still my mages actually perform very nicely. Right now we're going to go and buy some stuffs. I actually enter in the Battle of Abyss for one reason, and this is getting some pet spells. For example, this one, this costs so much to actually sell it. And the other thing that I really want to buy is this one. And maybe this one is going to be the third I really want to buy. From point of artifacts, maybe you're curious how the artifacts did. When we catch mages, obviously we're doing decent amount of damage, 24k, 30k. This is artifact hits. I get obviously hit by some enemy artifacts also. Over the infantry, just the damage is very low. It's like 6,000 and I hit the infantry for 9k. This is not that much. And here my infantry actually get hit by the artifacts. Here we actually catch with thunder elegies. Okay, here we actually catch some poor marksmen. 50k damage and extra 17k. Absolutely crazy hit from my Bertrand Tohar. Here again we catch some infantry. Let me check it out. Again, 47k, 10k, 10k is the other Mirage Orb hit. I'm actually was working very hard over my Mirage Orb. You can go and check it out, the video where I make 120 or 110 draws in Fortune Flight and I get 2 times Thunder Elegy. Not Thunder Elegy, but Mirage Orb. It was absolutely wild. I didn't believe it. And I'm happy that I recorded, because I'm not so sure somebody is going to believe me. And I make my Mirage Orb level 5, so from there become a very nice hits from my artifacts. So this is the artifacts that we did in Steel Phoenix Eyes. Okay, this is actually normal mobs, but yeah, this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. I share with you my strategy. I'm also looking for the improvements of this strategy, how to make more merits with my infantry and the sneaky ways to do it. So if you're interested in this type of content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also hit one like over this video, is going to help my channel by a lot. Subscribe if you're new here, subscribe if you're old here. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.